Welcome, my dear ones. Come closer to the glow of the candlelight. Tonight, I have a story for you. One whispered on the breath of October, where the veil grows thin and truth wears many faces. This is not just a tale of magic and mystery, but of what happens when a witch forgets a piece of herself and what she must face to find her power again. Settle in now. Breathe deep. Let the night take shape around you and listen. In the forgotten folds of the countryside where asphalt gives way to dirt and the forest presses close to the road, lies a place called Blackthorn Hollow. Few speak of it, fewer still go there. But one October evening, beneath a bruised harvest sky, a witch named Catherine followed a call she could no longer ignore. Catherine was not a reckless witch. She healed. She tended. She brewed tea for the grieving. Yet for weeks, her dreams had been strange, filled with whispering trees, the scent of iron, and a pulse beneath the soil calling her name. She had tried to ignore it, but witches know what calls to us in dreams is rarely quiet for long. So lantern in hand and shawl wrapped tight, Catherine walked past the familiar woods and into the hollow. The air grew heavier there. Not wrong exactly, just old. The kind of old that makes your bones remember things your mind cannot. The blackthorn trees leaned close. Their branches nodded like fingers. Their thorns gleamed with silver dew. Or perhaps it wasn't dew at all. Something shimmered. Something watched. At the center of the grove stood a stone well, half swallowed by moss forgotten by time. And from it Catherine felt the pull, deep and insistent, as if the earth itself whispered her name through the roots. When she peered inside, she did not see her reflection. She saw another woman, pale as moon milk, cloaked in blackthorn blossoms, eyes like storm glass. The woman mirrored her every move, except when Catherine lifted her lantern, the reflection did not. It smiled, and the smile was wrong.
"Who are you?"
Catherine whispered. The reflection's lips moved, but the voice rose from beneath the well. Dark, melodic, ancient.
"I am what you buried when you chose the light."
Catherine's breath caught. Every witch knows we walk with our shadow, the side that remembers pain, vengeance, hunger, the parts we label unworthy. But this this shadow was alive. It reached upward, hand first, if a hand it was, made of smoke and thorn. Catherine stumbled back. Her lantern flame flickered blue. "You can't come through," she warned.
This boundary is sacred.
The shadow laughed softly, like silk tearing.
Boundaries fade a witch when you forget what you are. You heal others, yet never yourself. You shine light but deny the dark. You are half alive without me.
And then it began to climb out. Catherine grabbed her pouch of salt, tracing a trembling circle. But the ground cracked beneath her, as if the hollow itself had grown impatient. The blackthorn trees whispered her name. The truth in the shadow's words burned through her. She had denied her darker self. The anger she never voiced, the grief she never soothed. The shadow's tone softened.
Take my hand. Integrate what you banished. This is not all light.
And for a moment, she hesitated. Then she remembered her grandmother's words.
Do not fear the shadow, child. It is the soil your light grows from.
So Catherine opened her palm and touched the shadow's hand. There was no pain, only warmth, a pulse like recognition, like coming home. The blackthorn trees around her bloomed suddenly, white, fragrant, glowing softly as the shadow dissolved into her chest. The well fell silent. When she opened her eyes, her reflection smiled back, her own at last, whole, powerful. She sealed the well with salt, not to banish, but to bless, to remember, because what we acknowledge no longer rules us. Then she turned for home, her lantern burning gold once more, and the forest parted easily for her passage. And so, dear ones, Catherine learned what all witches must sooner or later, that light without shadow is only illusion. Our power lies not in choosing one over the other, but in weaving both into wholeness. So when you next feel your darkness stirring, don't turn away. Listen, learn. Let it teach you where your boundaries were born and where they might finally be released. Because even darkness, when met with compassion, can bloom. Thank you for listening, my loves. Until next time, keep your candles burning bright and your hearts brave in the shadows. Blessed be.